Good morning, Bobcats, and I'm ready for your second Google challenge this week, and that is the calendar. This is super, maybe one more super important for being organized, not just during distance learning, but for the rest of your life. I calendar on a physical paper calendar that I write on. I calendar on my Google Calendar, and then I also have alarms set on my phone to keep track of what you're doing and when you're doing it in this busy time. You need to make sure you know how to calendar. And one of the best things you can do now is know how to use your Google Calendar. So here's what you're going to do for today's assignment. I'm going to show you how to get to your Google Calendar, how to add all of your Google Classroom calendars to your personal calendar, and then you're going to take a screenshot of it and send it to me through email. Okay, we did email the other day. Now you're going to do a screenshot with email, so we're going to practice attachments a little bit more. So right now I'm on my Google Home screen, signed in with my PUSD account. And up at the little waffle, you can either click here to find Gmail, or I even have a little shortcut Gmail there. So I'm just going to click my Gmail, and that's going to take me to my Gmail. Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't want Gmail. I wanted Google Calendar. Come on, guys. We'll leave that open for later. I'm still going to go to the waffle because that's my Google sweet spot. And now I'm going to pick calendar. On Google Calendar is my personal calendar for me individually, the calendar that I keep for my own sons, because I have three little guys, the calendars that I keep for all of my Google Classrooms, and the calendars that I have at work. You can have your calendar show up as sorry about that. You can have your calendar show up as a week. That's how I prefer to have mine. If you come up here to this little drop down, you could also do a day or a month or a year. I accidentally clicked here. Oops. Big picture, I want to keep it in a week because a year you can see, I just can't see what I'm doing day to day in a year. Some teachers that I work with I know prefer day, but I like the week outline, especially as I'm scheduling things for myself and my sons. So on here, I can scroll underneath the month view of the calendar and it says my calendars. Those are all calendars that I own. If the checkbox is present, then I get to see that. If I unclick it, the events are still there. They're just not visible anymore. So there are some calendars that I have on here that I'm not looking at because I know that there's nothing going on with them right now, so I don't need to see them. Then down below that, I have calendars that other people created that I've been invited to take part of. So one here is the Bobcat staff. That was made by Miss Lightfoot, and she shares that with all the staff so that we know what's going on. And it's very important that I check my calendar daily with Bobcat staff so that I know what's happening. If I unclick it, I still have the option to see it if I want to, or I can make it so that I can't see it. When you go to your Google Calendar, you're going to look under other calendars to find your Google Classrooms. If I scroll down even further, you can see Google Classrooms or different calendars that I've been a part of before. So like this 509, 6-period history, 806, all of those were calendars that I was part of when I was at Granite Hills High School. And now that I'm here, I don't need to see those calendars anymore. Could I delete myself from those calendars? Sure, I could, but I also just don't need to see them. What you're going to do is when you come down here and find calendars, you're going to find all of the ones that are associated with your current Google Classrooms, okay? In my class, it says something like integrated 7th grade or integrated, I'll change that one so that it matches the format of the rest. Integrated science, okay? You're going to click on the calendars that you want to add, and then the information that they have will populate here. For all of my classes, I also keep your Zoom link here. So for example, 4th period today, I will click on that link to get to our Zoom where you guys might be going through the Google Classroom. As the year progresses, I will put other information in here, like what are we doing in class today, what lessons are happening, what assignments are going to be due, if there's specific notes I need to remember to tell you when we're meeting. So you get a lot of information by joining my calendar. You need to join all of your Google Classroom calendars and then take a screenshot of it. So just like this, I can do my screenshot. If you're on a Chromebook, it's the control button and then the little icon right above the 6 that looks like a box with some boxes in it. That will do my screenshot. And then your screenshot will be saved to your computer. So then you'll go to your Gmail. Once you're in your Gmail, you do the same thing that you did for the last email. You're going to do compose. And this always takes a little while to, it was fast today. And then you're going to do my email address. Remember, I linked my email address in Google Classroom under contacting Miss Jaquish, and you can just copy and paste from there. If you click on that link, it will actually take you directly to an email to me as well. In the subject area, you're going to put your first initial, your last name, and the class period that I have you for, and calendar. Then this part is a little bit different than the last time, because the last time you did an email to me, it was through Google Docs. This one you're going to have to attach. So you'll click on the paperclip. And again, iPad and Chromebooks are a little bit different, but when I click on the paperclip, I have the option to go directly to my computer where I save all my screenshots. And then here, I make sure download is clicked. I pick the one I want. I click on it. Then I hit open. It will attach in here. And then I can do a note. Miss Jaquish, please find my calendar attached. If something happened like, hey, I tried to add, my third period class and the teacher doesn't have the Google Calendar available to me, then this is where you add that note so that I'm not getting a bunch of notes about why you don't have calendars in. This teacher doesn't have a calendar up. I wasn't able to attach to it. Let me know so that I can help them get their calendars updated too, okay? So Google Challenge number 2 is add all of your Google Classroom Google Classrooms to your calendar, take a screenshot of it, and then email it to me so that I can see it, okay? If you have any questions, you know I'm here online. I'm here to help. I expect all of these in without issue because I gave amazing instructions this time. Or you can just ask.